Welcome to the XFLSimulated on EA Sports. We are in week 10. We are getting close to the end of this season. We got a decent matchup coming up for you guys. The 5-4 DC Defenders at the 8-1 St. Louis Battlehawks. This is basically going to be a preview of what the first round of the playoffs will look like, as both these teams have clinched in the XFL East. So it's going to be an interesting matchup today. Nick Fitzgerald getting his second start because Tamu, he got injured back in week 8. So Fitzgerald played absolutely incredible last week. And he's going to be getting the start again today for St. Louis. So it'll be Fitzgerald versus Cardell Jones. It'll be a little bit different than what everything will look like in the first round of the playoffs. But Taylor Russolino, he'll kick it away. And we are underway here in St. Louis. Dion Holloman will take a knee. So DC Defenders, their offense is going to get at the 25 to start. Cardell Jones, he's supposed to be the face of this franchise, and in a way he is, but he has definitely been a little bit underwhelming when it comes to his overall stats. On the season, he's got 1,691 yards. His completion percentage is 59.7%. He's thrown 9 touchdowns, but those have come along with 6 interceptions. He's got a QB rating of 87.6. He's got to step up his game, especially getting closer to the playoffs. 1st and 10 to throw. Barely gets it off, and that's complete to the outside. Eli Rogers on the reception. These DC Defenders have some of the best players in the league on offense. Donnell Pumphrey at the running back position is the best running back in the league. He has 735 yards in the season, 2 touchdowns. Meanwhile, the receivers, DeAndre Tompkins, Rashad Ross, Eli Rogers, and tight end Carl Lee are all reliable targets. 2nd and 5 now. And Donnell Pumphrey gets his first carry, and he'll be bottled up right away. Gain of maybe 1 on the play. And now we're going to get a look at this Battlehawks defense. This defense, arguably the best in the league. Dwayne Hendrick, Casey Sales, these guys are sack beasts. Shaq Jones, Terrence Garvin, Dexter McCoyle at the linebacker position. And then Robert Nelson, Will Hill, Darius Hillary. These guys have been making plays all season long for these Battlehawks. And it's a big reason why they're one of the best defenses. When they met back in week 5, St. Louis beat them 30-0. 3rd and 4 now coming up from the 31. Jones to throw. He's got time. He's going to go deep down the sideline. That is complete. What a grab by Eli Rogers on an impressive throw from Cardell Jones. Very well done there. And DC picks up a huge first down all the way down to the Battlehawks 38-yard line. Look at this. Unfortunately, the cameramen seem to be having a bit of an issue. Hopefully we can get another angle of this. We will. Look at this catch from Eli Rogers over the shoulder. And it's just perfectly placed football from Cardell Jones. And that is the way Jones needs to play if DC has any chance of beating St. Louis in that first round of the playoffs. I mean, again, the first time they played, 30-0. St. Louis routed them. They got to play better than that. Donnell Pumphrey to the outside. Makes a move. Donnell Pumphrey breaking ankles. Brings it down to the 30. What a move by Donnell Pumphrey. 2nd and 2 coming up right now. Defenders getting into a rhythm on offense early, something they've struggled to do all season long. 2nd and 2, Jones to throw. Batted and knocked away. That was dangerous. Battlehawks had a few chances at it. 3rd and 2 coming up now for the defenders. See if they can convert and get a big first down. Opening up with a touchdown would be much more effective here. On the draw, they do give it to Pumphrey. Goes nowhere. The Battlehawks read that one all the way, and now Pumphrey's down. That is not good news for DC. He is one of the key pieces of this offense, and if he's out, we gotta hope that that's not a bad injury. On the sidelines, looks like he's in pain. Hopefully we'll see him return to the game, but now Ty Raza on for the 50-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and it's good. Raza got it from 50 yards out. This guy, he's been a great kicker. One of the best in the league, and he proves it again there with an excellent kick from 50 yards. Gets enough leg, puts it right down the middle. So DC able to strike first. Ty Raza will kick it off. Keith Mumphrey to receive for St. Louis. He'll take it up to about the 25-yard line. That's where St. Louis will set up shop. So Nick Fitzgerald coming out last week. He had one of the best performances for a backup quarterback. 14 for 17, 163 yards, and a touchdown. He had a QB rating of 126.2 in his first start. They played against Tampa Bay. They won that game 21-17. And honestly, to see him play so well against a good defense gives St. Louis a lot of hope. Even if Tamu is a little bit injured going into the playoffs, Fitzgerald would be able to suffice and play in. See what he does today. 1st and 10. He's going to check it down. That's complete. Christine Michael out of the backfield. Gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Now look at this Battlehawks offense. One of the most complete teams in the league. This offensive line has been absolutely incredible all year long. Matt Jones, Christine Michael, and Keith Ford have been so solid at their running back position. It's been incredible. And Jordan Tamu adding his legs as well. And the receivers, we'll get to those after this play. 2nd and 7. They give it to Matt Jones, who makes a move. Jones brings it up to the 31. Was a little bit hesitant there. Could have gotten more yardage. A look at this DC Defenders defense. Jay Bromley, Tracy Sprinkle, Anthony Johnson on the line. They've been making plays. Talk about playmakers. Jonathan Celestine, Scooby Wright. Scooby Wright had a pick 6 to seal the deal. Actually, that was AJ Tarpley, excuse me, to seal the deal for them to make the playoffs back in week 8. And then guys like Desmond Lawrence, Elijah Campbell, they've just been making plays all season long for this DC defense. 3rd and 5. Can they get a quick stop? To the sidelines, complete. 1st down, St. Louis. Marcus Lucas, the tight end on the reception. St. Louis gets themselves a 1st down. Fitzgerald and Lucas had some great connections last week, and they're picking up right where they left off. Lucas just wide open there. Just does an excellent job. First and 10 now from their own 41. The Battlehawks pick up a 1st down, see if they can continue this positive momentum. Matt Jones with the give, and he'll take it to about the 44. 2nd and 7 coming up for St. Louis. But to mention their receivers, the Mornay Pearsonell, LaDamian Washington, Alonzo Russell, and the Marcus Lucas at the tight end position, they have a lot of weapons. One of the reasons why they're so successful. Fitzgerald, that is complete across the middle, close to the 1st down, up to the 50. That's LaDamian Washington on the reception. 3rd and 1. St. Louis in position to get a 1st down here. Can they pick it up? Jones on the carry. He'll be stopped. Excellent tackle. What a play made by Jameer Thurman. And DC is going to get a quick stop here. Jones could not get to the sticks, and DC does an excellent job. And this is the way DC is going to have to play. I mean, they got absolutely blown out in week 5. They've got to be more aggressive, and they're doing a good job at that so far. Marquette King punts it away for St. Louis. Rashad Ross back to receive, but not a good punt. Only 22 yards. King shanks that punt, and now good field position for DC's offense to come back out there. They got a field goal on the first drive. They're going to want to march down and score a touchdown. They've got to get into a rhythm offensively in this game, especially considering they're facing up next week. They're facing off against them in the playoffs. So we'll see what happens next week. But right now, 1st and 10, Pumphrey on the give. They'll fight up to the 31, gain of about 3 on the play. Actually, that's Presley. 2nd and 7. Jones, off play action. Across the middle, that's complete. Off to the races he goes. DeAndre Tompkins, the 20, the 10, touchdown. DC Defenders, 69 yards for DeAndre Tompkins. Takes it all the way, and DC off to a very fast start here in St. Louis. Unbelievable. DeAndre Tompkins makes a few guys miss. Jones just puts the throw on the money. And it's surprising that DC has not been able to do this more often from an offensive standpoint. I mean, look at this. Tompkins makes the catch and makes a couple guys miss. Just finds the hole and gets through. And DC ready to take a 10-0 lead on the road against the best team in the league. On one hand, you've got to love this, but on the other hand, if you're DC, you better hope that this is not your one good game against St. Louis and next week you're going to come out flat. They've got to use this momentum to continue to play well, but how about Cardell Jones? Playing excellent, and now Ty Raza now to kick it off. Goes back to St. Louis, and Battlehawks not used to being down. They're down 10-0 in the first quarter. Good tackle by A.J. Tarpley on Mumphrey. St. Louis gets it at their own 25 to start this possession. His offense coming back out. Nick Fitzgerald, he made a couple nice throws that game, but the running backs just couldn't pick up that first down. See what he does here. I mean, I'd expect to see him open things up. He was so efficient last week. 14 for 17. Maybe not the flashiest stats around, but he was very effective in his first start. 1st and 10 from the 25. Back on the ground they go. Matt Jones. Big hole for him. Close to a first down. Gain of about 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up. So, good way to start this drive. And St. Louis's offense is built around their run game. Matt Jones, Christine Michael, these guys bang up defenses and make it easier for the passing game. They got to continue to do that. Jones again. First down and more. Matt Jones. Close to the 50. And he will get to the 50. Excellent run again. This is what the offensive line can do for St. Louis. They're just so effective offensively. Just an excellent run. Jones finds the gap and picks up a first down for St. Louis. Battlehawks looking to answer quickly. We've got some good-looking offenses so far in this ball game. Fitzgerald to throw. DC brings a blitz. He's going to go across the middle. That's complete. DeMornay Pearsonell on his first catch of the day. Down to DC's 35. So St. Louis back in business on offense. DeMornay Pearsonell has been one of the best. He is the best receiver for St. Louis right now, but one of the best in the league. He's got 39 receptions for 494 yards and 2 touchdowns. We're having some trouble here in St. Louis with these camera angles, but 1st and 10 now from the 35. St. Louis playing a great game so far. And wow, what a tackle made in the backfield. Keith Ford goes backwards. That's Desmond Lawrence from the cornerback position. Comes in and makes a great stop. That's exactly what this DC defense needed. Try to push St. Louis backwards. I'm just impressed with the way that this DC defense has stepped up the second half of the season. I mean, they were 2-3 at week 5, and now they're 5-4. They've really stepped it up. They clinched the playoffs, and it's because of their defense. 2nd and 13. Fitzgerald to throw, and incomplete. Looking for Marcus Lucas, inaccurate with the football. 3rd and 13. So St. Louis, they've got to try to at least get a few yards here to get in the field goal range and get within one score. 3rd and 13. Fitzgerald to throw again. He's going to take off with it, and he will be dragged down by Anthony Johnson behind the line. That's a loss of 3. So this DC defense steps up and makes a couple great plays after what looked like a good St. Louis drive. And Fitzgerald tried to escape the pocket. He would have had room if he just went a little bit further to the outside. But Johnson able to break off his blocker and get there and make a nice play. And again, this is a preview of what we're going to see in the first round. You've got to like where you're at as DC. But, again, Jordan Tomu is going to be out there next week, so it's going to be a different ball game. Marquette King to punt it away, and this is probably the most action he's seen in a game all year. And that one goes too far. So a couple bad punts from Marquette King. Someone who's one of the best, usually one of the best punters to do it, but struggling. Cardell Jones, look at those stats to start a game. Honestly, it's his best game since week 1, even though they lost to Seattle 34-17. He played an excellent game, and he's looking like week 1 Cardell Jones right now. 1st and 10. And they're going to try the screen to Rashad Ross. Nowhere for him to go. Excellent defense by St. Louis. Kenny Robinson in there on a nice tackle. Pushes him back a yard. Ross was just looking for that opening. Could not get the block. See if we get another look at this one. We will. Just excellent awareness from Kenny Robinson. Reading that play. Making the play. But Rashad Ross has had a couple excellent weeks. A couple of big touchdowns for him over the past few weeks. Jones to throw. Heavy blitz. Dumps it off to Pumphrey out of the backfield. He's got a lot of room. And he will pick up the first down for DC up to the 30. Excellent job. It's actually Presley on the reception. Get the two of those guys confused. It's hard to see their numbers sometimes. Excellently set up there. Great job by the blockers getting up, making some plays. 1st and 10 coming up for DC with a 10-0 lead. They play like this next week in the playoffs, they're going to be in good shape. 1st and 10 from their own 30. In motion. And they give it to Presley. Excuse me. Presley goes for about a yard. Right now, if you're DC, and you gotta hope that Pumphrey is not out the entire rest of the game. That injury did not look very good. They're gonna try to screen again. How about the open field tackling from St. Louis once again? Excellent play. Rogers, nowhere to go. Excellent tackle made by White. St. Louis is eating up these screens. They're playing very well on the screen game. And if you're DC, you gotta move away from that. They tried it twice, it didn't work. Pep Hamilton's gotta do a better job of realizing when excuse me, when these plays don't work. Close it in on the end of the first quarter. 3rd and 10. Jones to throw. All sorts of time in the pocket. And he's gonna go down. He was getting ready to chuck it up, but how about President getting in there for the sack? That's exactly what St. Louis's defense needed to get themselves back on track. 3rd and 10. How about President with the concentration and the perseverance to get through before Jones threw the football? Gamal President. Hunter Niswander will punt it away, but we are at the end of the first quarter here in St. Louis. Excellent ball game played by DC so far, despite them having to punt it away. They've got a 10-0 lead over the best team in the league. Again, they're playing without Jordan Ta'amu, but still, 10-0 lead. It's a 10-0 lead. St. Louis is playing all their starters except Jordan, so good job so far from DC. Hunter Niswander punts it away. And that is a booming punt. Can DC get it bounced? They will. Excellently done. Niswander. Fantastic punt. St. Louis is going to have a lot of work to do on this drive. First and 10 from their own 3. See if St. Louis can get some sort of momentum back going in their direction here in the second quarter. On the ground they go, and that's a nice hole for Mac Jones. Good gain on the play up to the 8. Gets him kind of out of that danger zone. Now you've got 8 yards to work with. Makes it a lot easier for Fitzgerald. 2nd and 5. Fitzgerald to throw. All sorts of time. He's going to go outside. It's complete. Alonzo Russell. First down. Excellent awareness by Russell. Able to get to the sticks. Picks up 10 yards on the play. 1st and 10. St. Louis. This game is moving nice and quick. Fitzgerald gives it to Christine Michael, who's got some room, and now he'll be taken down, but flag is on the play. And that hurts. I originally thought it was on the tackle, but no. Now St. Louis is backed up 1st and 19. Not what you want to do after what looked like a pretty solid drive. Fitzgerald to throw. Across the middle. Did he catch that? Holy cow. DeMornay Pearson out. This little guy is a stud. Excellent catch. 2nd and 13. I wish we got a replay of that. And they give it to Matt Jones, who's got a nice hole. Jones fights his way up to the 22. Big 3rd and 6 coming up for St. Louis. And again, if you didn't have that holding penalty, easy first down. That's the other stuff that St. Louis is avoided this season, but they've got to make sure they don't start doing that getting close to the playoffs. 3rd and 6. Blitz from DC. He's going to go deep. That's complete. DeMornay Pearsonell down the seam. 1st down at the 47. Huge play for the Battlehawks and this offense. And they're back to about midfield. Excellent job by Fitzgerald reading the coverage, knowing he had Pearsonell open, and just putting the ball perfectly out there for his man. First and 10 now from the 47. On the ground they go. Christine Michael fights his way to DC's 48. And between Michael and Jones, these guys, it's just incredible the way they've run the football this season. 2nd and 5 from the 48. And they go back to the ground game. That's Jones. 1st down. These guys are just such hard runners. It's incredible. Matt Jones on the season, 414 yards and 2 touchdowns. Christine Michael, 331 yards and 3 touchdowns. These guys are excellent. Back to the ground game. Why not? My goodness, Matt Jones just running over everybody. Brings it down to DC's 35 on a gain of 7. This is exactly what the Battlehawks offense thrives off of. These physical runners that push the ball downfield. 2nd and 3. Fitzgerald, plenty of time. He's going to go deep. Wide open. Complete. LaDamian Washington spins his way down to the 11. And St. Louis is in business. We knew this offense was going to get going somewhere along the way. Nick Fitzgerald having another efficient day at the QB position. Just wide open. Washington runs a great route, makes a great catch. DC's defense struggling on this drive. 1st and 10 now from the 11. You're St. Louis, you just can't afford to turn over the football here. Got to punch it in the end zone. They go to the ground game. Down to the 6, Christine Michael. Nice gain, 2nd and 5 now from the 6. Basically 2nd and goal unless somehow you get it in between the 1 and the goal line, which is pretty hard to do. 2nd and 5. Fitzgerald takes it himself! And he is close. I thought he would have made it to the end zone. I love the play call. Great tackle by Jameer Thurman getting in there. And that'll be interesting to see what St. Louis decides to do. Fitzgerald to throw. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Battlehawks. Receiving touchdown for, I believe, LaDamian Washington. Just a great throw by Fitzgerald on the run, and Washington gets to the end zone on the quick slant. Well played by St. Louis. It's just, this offense is just so talented. Russolino on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. 10-7. St. Louis finds their mojo on this drive. They go 97 yards down the field. And doesn't that sound familiar? Back in Week 7 against Los Angeles, down 14-7 with only 3 minutes to play, and they marched the ball 97 yards down the field, pushed it to overtime. You guys remember what happened? They won. But Nick Fitzgerald, he's doing incredible. Dion Holloman on the return. He'll take it up to the 24, and that's where DC will set up shop. So, impressive playing on both sides of the football so far in this game. Cardell Jones coming back out, and he's had himself a heck of a day. 6 for 7, 115 yards and touchdown. Struggled to get going that last drive. Held on to the football a little bit too long. Some questionable play calls. See if DC can get another score here before halftime. Off play action. Jones with a whole lot of time. He's going to chuck it deep down the field. He's got a man. Intercepted. Picked off by St. Louis. And he's got a lot of room to run. Darius Hillary down the sidelines. Megan Van Messen finally taken down. What a turn of events here in St. Louis. Jones had a man deep. Underthrows him. Hillary gets underneath that with a huge return. And Jones, this is what he struggles with week in and week out. He throws a touchdown and he throws a pick. Darius Hillary, great ball awareness. Way to get under it and run it all the way back deep into DC's territory. St. Louis with a big chance of taking the lead here. After the big first quarter for DC, St. Louis having a big second quarter for themselves, and that's just a tough one. Eli Rogers had a step. If Jones put that one out a little bit further, it would have been a touchdown. Look at that. Matt Jones, 55 yards on 9 carries. I mean, it's just sick. And now set up shop at the 32. They can easily tie it up, or at least at least tie it up, or take the lead. 1st and 10 from the 32. To the ground game they go. Matt Jones, 4 yards on that carry. 2nd and 6. It's just these guys refuse to go down on first contact. It's very impressive. Jonathan Hayes has done an excellent job in St. Louis, and this home crowd loves watching their Battlehawks play. 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald to throw. That's caught. Alonzo Russell on the reception. 3rd and 1 coming up for St. Louis. They're going to want to get this first down. Keep momentum going in their direction, score another touchdown. 3rd and 1. On the draw, it's Michael. 1st down and more. Christine Michael. All the way down to the 11. Gain of 12 on the play. St. Louis is rolling. After the quick 10-0 start from DC, this second quarter has been all St. Louis. And look at the blocking. I mean, these guys, this St. Louis team is just well put together, and kudos to Jonathan Hayes. Just what an excellent job he's done here in St. Louis. 10-7. See if they can take the lead. Fitzgerald to throw. He's going to check it down. That is knocked away. Looking for Jones out of the backfield. Good defense by DC. 2nd and 10 coming up from the defender's 11. Fitzgerald gives it to Matt Jones. Big hole inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and 4 coming up, and again St. Louis in one of those 3rd down situations where it's practically impossible to pick up the first. Just gotta get it to the end zone. 3rd and 4. See what the play call is from Hayes. Fitzgerald to throw again. End zone. Misses his man. Overthrows Alonzo Russell. He's been accurate, but that time just overthrows Russell. He had him wide open in the end zone. Actually, it wasn't an overthrow, just a little bit too far outside. 4th and 4, Russolino to tie it with a 21-yard field goal attempt. It's up, and it is good. We have a tie ball game here in St. Louis. 10-10. What a game. Almost feels like a playoff game, even though it's not the playoffs yet. Hopefully we get this level of excitement in the actual playoff game, but back and forth so far, and you gotta love it. Russolino did get away, and I don't know what I did, but somehow these, all those long interludes are gone, which is very, very nice. Hopefully I can have that for more than one game, because I hate those stupid interludes. Deion Holloman takes it up to 24. 10-10, and Jones, well, I guess I jinxed him. I said he was having a great day, and well, then he threw an interception, and this is what he has struggled with. He cannot not throw an interception in a game. Last week, tied it up at 16 against New York, had a chance to win. Jones was excellent and throws a pick on the last drive. New York wins. Can't do that. Jones to throw. Across the middle, complete in stride as Eli Rogers makes a move. DeAndre Tompkins all the way up to the 50. And that's where we are, the 2-minute warning. 10-10. Both these offenses, man, they're looking sharp and on point. Jones to throw. All the time in the world, deep to the sidelines. That's complete. Rashad Ross down to the 34. And DC's offense right back in business. And this is what DC's got to do. I mean, coming off the pick, you'd think they lost some of their mojo, but look at Jones just pushing it downfield, and Rashad Ross. Excellent route, and Robert Nelson almost got there still, but Ross does a great job. From St. Louis's 34, time is on their side now. They're in great position. Jones to throw. Going deep. Got a man knocked away. Looking for DeAndre Tompkins. Excellent defense that time from St. Louis. Second and 10 from the 34. Still no word right now on whether or not Pumphrey's okay. Jones to throw. Lots of time. Gonna go deep across the middle again. That's complete. Makes a move. Big time reception. That's DeAndre Tompkins again. Tompkins having one of his best days. 3 receptions, 114 yards. This kid, he saw excellent productivity in the first half of the season. He struggled the second half. He's had a couple off games, but in week 10, what a move. These DC receivers finding a rhythm with Jones. First and 10 now from the 14. Jones to throw. Heavy blitz from St. Louis. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Kari Lee. DC responds very quickly. Wow. Excellent throw and an excellent route. Lee just wide open there in the end zone. Jones put that throw a bit behind him, but what a catch by Lee. We got ourselves another touchdown here in the second quarter. What a game. Ty Raza on for the extra points. Make it a 7-point game with 1:21 to go, and he does. 17-10, the defenders on top. Let's see if Nick Fitzgerald can respond in this minute. They have 1 minute and 21 seconds. And 2 timeouts, so we'll see what St. Louis can do. Ty Raza. He will kick it away. Keith Mumphrey to receive, and he will take it out of the end zone. Changing direction, and it'll be taken down right at the 21, so St. Louis has their work cut out for them with 1:18 to play. St. Louis is going to get the ball for the second half, so if they can get it in the field goal range here, that would be quite good for this offense. Make it a 17-13 game. Try to come out here and take the lead in the second half. First and 10 from the 21. Fitzgerald to throw. He's going to take off with it. Nick Fitzgerald using his legs. It'll be taken down at the 36. Nice play on first down. Nick Fitzgerald. He used his legs last week as well. Does a great job there. Last week, he had 8 carries for 56 yards. Today, not running as much, but still doing an effective job. First and 10 from the 36. Closing in on a minute. Fitzgerald to throw. He's going to take off again. And he's got room down the sidelines. Finally tripped up. Takes it to the 47, and wow. DZ with a 17-10 lead, but St. Louis in business. Takes a timeout, 59 seconds to play in the first half. Fitzgerald to throw. Lots of time, all sorts of time. Now pressured, he's going to be taken down. Big sack from Jameer Thurman, who's having himself one heck of a day so far. Second and 14 coming up. Time becoming a factor for St. Louis. Fitzgerald to throw. Gonna go, that's complete. Alonzo Russell, but he can knock it out of bounds. Great open field tackle. Third and 10. And we're closing around 30 seconds. St. Louis still not using the timeout. They want to try to get in field goal range. Fitzgerald. He's going to take off with it. He can use those legs. And he'll break a tackle and bring it inside the 40 to the 38. They still have a timeout. It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do here on 4th and 1. Look at that. Fitzgerald, 3 huge scrambles on that drive. Broke the tackle. Almost got to the sticks. In 4th and 1, you'd probably expect to see Taylor Russolino come out and try to knock through a 55-yard field goal. They will use the timeout, and it's been a great game here in St. Louis. 17-10. They're going to go for it with 10 seconds. I guess why not if you're St. Louis, but interesting. Fitzgerald, lots of time, and what in the world? That's complete. Did he get out of bounds? it's almost like Lucas got out of bounds. And he didn't. They gotta get the snap off. 1 second. They won't. Bad time management there by St. Louis. And the DC defenders with a 17-10 lead as we head into the second half. What a game so far in St. Louis. We'll be back in just a minute after this halftime report. Welcome back to St. Louis, where the Battlehawks are getting the football already. Down 17-10, they've marched the ball really well, but DC has done a better job scoring points. Mumphrey takes a knee, and that is where St. Louis's offense will take the field. Nick Fitzgerald coming back out, and he's had a great day. He's been very efficient as a quarterback again. And again, if someone like Tomu moves on after this season, Fitzgerald could be the guy that fills in for St. Louis. I mean, he's playing fantastic. 1st and 10 from the 25. On the ground they go. That's Keith Ford. Spins up to the 26. Ford not having the best day, but Christine Michael and Matt Jones have been playing very good. 2nd and 9 now from the 26. In motion, they're not going to get this play off. Regardless of the way either team has played this game, this is a much more exciting game than back in week 5 when these teams played. I mean, St. Louis rocked them 30-0. So despite Jordan Tomu not playing, I mean, Fitzgerald's playing almost just as good, if not as good. Pretty equal match today. Fitzgerald takes it himself, and he will fight his way up to the 25. 3rd and 10. So St. Louis in a bit of a pickle here on third down. See if they can convert. To throw, heavy blitz from DC. He's going to go deep across the middle, wide open man. That's complete LaDamian Washington. All the way down to the 41 of DC. Wow. Fitzgerald hangs in there and makes a beauty of a ball to LaDamian Washington, who is having himself one heck of a night. Wow. Washington, wide open. DC loses him. I mean, they brought a heavy blitz. Excellent job by St. Louis. Great execution. And Washington picks up a huge 1st down. See if St. Louis can tie this ball game up. And, I mean, they had a chance at a field goal. Bad time management last drive. Fitzgerald, heavy blitz. Dumps it off. That's caught. Matt Jones brings it down to the 36, gain of 5. Fitzgerald already 14 for 17 on the day. That's the stat line he had from last week, and we're barely into the 3rd quarter, so he's very comfortable out there right now. 2nd and 5. Takes it himself again with nothing but open room. Inside the 20 to the 17. He's got 67 yards rushing. This kid, I tell you. I mean, between him and Jordan Tomu, this team is stacked. I mean, this kid has had like 1 or 2 bad throws over the past couple of games. I mean, he's just been absolutely fantastic. St. Louis from the 17. And they give it to Matt Jones. He's got some room, and he will fight his way inside the 10 to the 9. It's just, look at this offensive line. Just the push, the aggressive. It's just the way they're aggressive. It's just so good to see. 2nd and 1. Back on the ground, Christine Michael hesitates close to the 1st, and I believe he got it. Oof, 3rd and inches. Looked like on that 2nd effort he had it, but does not get the call. 3rd and inches from the 7. Can St. Louis get it? Wide open hole. 1st down. That's Keith Ford. All the backs getting involved. First and goal now for St. Louis from the 4. And they got down here a couple drives ago. Had to settle for a field goal. See if they can punch it in now. Tie this game up to 17. Just this talent on offense is very impressive from St. Louis. First and goal. Fitzgerald this time. What a tackle by Scooby Wright. Puts him back to the 8. He got rocked. Wright read that one. Guess you could say Wright read it right. Since I'm the only one in the booth, no one's laughing. But I'm proud of that one. Anyways, what a tackle there by DC. Second and goal coming up from the 8 for St. Louis. They do not want to settle for another field goal inside the 10. They've got to get it back in the end zone and tie this game up. They've been moving the football really from one side of the field to the other so well. They've got to just get it in. Fitzgerald takes it again. Goes nowhere. That time it's Anthony Johnson on the tackle. He's had himself a couple good plays this game. Third and goal now from the 11. So St. Louis going backwards. Look, I mean, this play has worked, but DC is catching on to it, and I'm surprised that they went back to it again. Especially because you don't want to put your quarterback in danger. With Tom somewhat injured still, you don't want Fitzgerald to get injured. Third and goal. He's going to try to go with it himself. Nowhere to go. Anthony Johnson, again. Fourth and goal from the 12, and Johnson has himself 2 sacks on the day. What a day for Johnson. They're going to have to settle for another field goal. And this DC defense is just doing an excellent job of stepping up when St. Louis gets into their territory. They forced a punt before. Now they're forced 2 field goals to maintain that lead. Russolino for a 29-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. And it's good. Russolino, he's one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league. I mean, he's just been absolutely fantastic for St. Louis, week in and week out. And what an excellent performance he's been putting on in the XFL Simulated. 17-13, Russolino right again out there to kick it away. Dion Holloman to receive. He'll take it out of the end zone. It'll be met right at the 21. So DC somehow still has the lead. I mean, they played a great game, but St. Louis, they've marched down the field really well. Look at that. Cardell Jones, with the exception of that interception, he's been outstanding. First and 10 now from the 21. Jones, off play action. Lots of time. Gonna go to the sidelines. Wide open, man. That is complete. Big completion for DC. That's a nice first down for the defenders up to the 42. And Cardell Jones just has done an excellent job of pushing the ball downfield and just finding men that are open. That's Hayward on the reception. DC up 17-13 and in business. St. Louis is going to challenge, though.
The previous play is under review.
Were his feet out of bounds? It's hard to tell from this angle. He might be out. That's a tough one. Didn't really get the best angles. And it's incomplete. St. Louis with a good challenge. Second and 10 now from the 21. Jones to throw. St. Louis brings a blitz. That is complete. Rashad Ross gets to the sticks. First down. First down right away for DC despite challenge going against them. And right now, Jones is just looking nice and posed back there. He's doing an excellent job. And with the way he's playing, honestly, the interception's not that big of a deal. If he can keep his composure, and continue to push his team down the field, I mean, there's no reason. And now there's a flag. Well, that doesn't help. 1st and 15. Jones gives it to... Oh, Pumphrey's back. Good to see him back out there. What a tackle by Dexter McCoyle, though. Pushes him back 3 yards. 2nd and 18 coming up, so St. Louis's defense now in a good position. Pumphrey, he's the best back in the league. Last week he struggled, and he went 5 yards on 11 carries, and today St. Louis has been bottling him up. Pumphrey with the carry again, bounces outside, brings it up to the 29. This offensive line is struggling, though. I mean, they're just not giving him the holes that they were giving him a couple weeks ago. 3rd and 13. Jones to throw. Blitz from St. Louis. Pressured, and he takes off. Jones! He's going to get a first down and some. Cardell Jones all the way down to the 41. 30 yards on that carry. Wow, I thought he was going to get sacked, but he takes off and finds a lane. Jones putting on the Jets. And what a heck of a play for this DC defender team. It's just a great run from him, and something we really haven't seen him do this season, so it's good to see him make those sorts of plays, and he's gonna have to hope that he can make those plays next week. 1st and 10. Jones to throw. Across the middle, incomplete. Looking for Rodgers. But a bit too far out there for him, and honestly, those are the throws that we were seeing from Jones quite a bit this season, but today he's really limited them, which is good for this DC team. On the ground, Pumphrey breaks a tackle. Holy cow! Pumphrey first down. Down to the 29, so now Pumphrey, a couple nice runs there, and I don't know how he got out of that tackle there. He just stays on his feet and bursts forward. Brings it inside St. Louis's 30. The good thing for DC is that right now, St. Louis is a little bit vulnerable. If they can do this next week, they have a chance at the championship. Another blitz from St. Louis. Jones, deep towards the end zone. Intercepted for the 2nd time today. Picked off. That's Kenny Robinson with the interception in the end zone. Well, looks like I jinxed Jones again. Every time I praise him, he throws an interception. I've got to just start talking crap about him so he throws touchdowns every play. Man, that ball is way underthrown. I mean, granted, his receiver's not going out of bounds, but still, no need to throw that to the end zone and give St. Louis momentum after such an excellent drive. Man, Matt Jones having himself a great day. But that's a tough pick. And St. Louis now, they're down 17-13. They've gotten some big turnovers today. Fitzgerald to throw. Across the middle, guns it incomplete. Looking for Washington. 2nd and 10 coming up. Getting close to the 4th quarter. These teams battling it out here in Week 10. Jones on the carry, stays on his feet and brings it up to the 24. Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down. I mean, St. Louis just got the pick. They've got to find a way to get a first down. March down and score a touchdown again. It's been a while since they found the end zone. 3rd and 6. Fitzgerald deep. That is complete. Pearsonell. Past the 50 to the 48. This St. Louis team is resilient. 28 yards on that reception for Pearsonell. What a day he's been having. Both these offenses have just really done a great job at moving the football from the 20s to the 20s. But once they get to the red zone, they've definitely seen some problems. First and 10 from the 48. Off play action. Fitzgerald gonna take it himself. And breaks a tackle. Nick Fitzgerald down the sidelines. Unreal. Nick Fitzgerald, I mean, he is making the case for himself to be a starter. I mean, wowee. He just bulldozed over that linebacker. And he went to try to do it again. Scooby Wright got absolutely blown up by Fitzgerald. Wright is not going to be pretty happy about that one. Wright got it wrong that time. Haha. First and 10 from the 24. On the ground, Christine Michael. Big hole. Good tackle, though. Way to close that gap by Desmond Lawrence. Michael could have gotten into the end zone. Actually, that was Tyree Kittle. Second and 6 from the 20. Back to the ground game they go. Michael taken down. Good tackle by DC. Third and 6. St. Louis again. Can they get to the end zone? They cannot keep settling for field goals if they want to come away with the win here. Fitzgerald to throw. He's going to take it himself. And he's not going to get to the sticks. If he went straight, he probably would have had it. Tries to cut it in. And that's the end of the third quarter. The DC defenders holding on to a 17-13 lead over St. Louis. Battlehawks going to have to settle for a field goal here. They are going for it. I like it. Why not, Jonathan Hayes? Why not? 4th and 3 from the 17. Fitzgerald to throw. Deep towards the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. LaDamian Washington's second of the day. And St. Louis takes the lead back. LaDamian Washington has been an excellent receiver today. His second touchdown. Just excellent job getting open. Across the middle and perfect throw from Fitzgerald. The Battlehawks find themselves the lead. They have trailed this entire game, so excuse me for saying the lead again. This is their first lead. Up 19-17. Probably going to be 20-17 given that Russolino knocks through his extra point, but Fitzgerald and Washington, they're having one heck of a performance. Russolino for the extra point to make it a 3-point game. It's up. And it's good in St. Louis, 20-17. What a game in St. Louis. And DZ's gonna have to hope that they can have some sort of answer because they're gonna need it. Russolino on to kick it away. Holloman gets that in the back of the end zone. DC gonna set up shop at the 25. And Cardell Jones, he played great after throwing that first pick. See if he can bounce back after throwing a second interception. I mean, with the exception of those 2 interceptions, he's played a good game. It's just he just can't play a game where he doesn't throw a pick. And that's a problematic thing for DC. First and 10. Jones to throw. Gonna go deep across the middle. Knocked away. Good defense from St. Louis. Battlehawks defense, they have a lot of ball hawks out there. Second and 10 now from the 25. Jones to throw. Lots of time again. Pressured. He's gonna go down. Taken down by Jake Payne. The Payne train. St. Louis stepping up here. Coming down the final stretch of this game. DC backed up at 3rd and 19. Payne just finds a way to get through, and Jones unable to get rid of the football. Those sorts of plays just gotta chuck it away. Because now, instead of it being 3rd and 10, it's 3rd and 19. Jake Payne. Excellent play. 3rd and 19. Can DC get this offense back into a rhythm? Jones again with a lot of time. He's going to air it out deep down the sidelines. Man, wide open. That's complete. Donnell Pumphrey. Unbelievable. That's another huge touchdown for DC. 84 yards. Absolutely unreal. Donnell Pumphrey breaks loose out of the backfield. And Cardell Jones with a beauty of a ball. Pumphrey able to catch it, maintain his speed, and get to the end zone. Blown coverage by the Battlehawks, and DC reclaims the lead. Wow. What a play as DC finds the end zone after being backed up at 3rd and 19. Ty Raza for the extra point. It is a back and forth battle here. And that kick is blocked. Picked up by DC. It's not going to matter. So St. Louis is going to keep it a 3-point game. Wow. St. Louis able to block the extra point. And that is absolutely huge for this team because now all they need is a field goal. What a great job there. That's, I believe it's either White or Rivers who gets it there. Yeah, it's White. Blocks it. What a play. St. Louis to get the ball back down by 3, 9-10. This is, what a fast-moving game. Exciting. Here on the XFL Simulated, Keith Mumphrey on the return. Brings it up to the 24, and that's where he will set up shop for his St. Louis team. 1st and 10 coming up from the 24. Nick Fitzgerald, 16 for 20, 204 yards and 2 touchdowns. What more could you ask from your backup quarterback? He's just playing incredible. And St. Louis, they're going to want to march down and get back on top. 1st and 10. Fitzgerald to throw. Just to take off with it, and he's got room. 1st down, and they're going to get some more, I don't know. DC is shooting themselves in the foot. Jameer Thurman, he's had a great game, but the face mask, that's going to hurt St. Louis already to midfield. This has just been a back and forth game of offense and defense. And again, this feels like a playoff game. It's too bad that it's not. Fitzgerald, all sorts of time, deep, way overthrows his man, looking for Alonzo Russell. 2nd and 10. See what St. Louis calls here. 2nd and 10 from the 50. Fitzgerald to throw again. Blitz. That's complete. Marcus Lucas down to the 42. So a big 3rd and 3 coming up for the Battlehawks. 406 offensive yards. Impressive. 3rd and 3. Fitzgerald takes it, 1st down. Off to the races he goes, all the way down inside the 25 to the 23. 116 yards on the ground. It's just absolutely unreal. He's looking like Lamar Jackson out there. I mean, that is seriously insane. 12 carries, 116 yards for a quarterback, a backup quarterback at that. I mean, phew. St. Louis. What a day. 1st and 10 coming up from the 23 of DC. Fitzgerald to throw. He's going to take off again. Lost the football. That's picked up by St. Louis. Lost it again. Picked up by St. Louis. He's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown. Christine Michael. Double fumble touchdown. Are you for real? That's insane. That's one of the most wild plays you will ever see. 2 fumbles on the same play. Fitzgerald coughed it up, then McCants coughed it up. And then Michael somehow finds the end zone. Absolutely ridiculous. Whoa. Russolino for the extra point to make it 27-23. It's good. St. Louis has the lead back. What a wild play. 27-23 Battlehawks. Russolino will send it away. Taken by Dion Holloman. He's got some room to run. He'll bring it up to the 27. Cardell Jones. Crazy day. 12 for 19. 285 yards. 3 touchdowns. 2 interceptions. See what version of Cardell Jones we're going to get here. I mean, he's gone back and forth throwing touchdowns and picks. He's on pace right now for a pick. See if he can change that. Lots of time to throw. All sorts of time. He's got to let it go. He's not. Dwayne Hendricks, the sack master. It's a loss of 10. And he salutes the crowd. This guy Hendricks, he has a sack almost every game this season. He just finds a way to get it done. I mean, he's just fighting and fighting and gets to the quarterback. Just excellently done. Second and 20. DC was backed up on the last drive and they had an 84-yard touchdown. What are they going to do here? Jones to throw. That is knocked away. Excellent defense by St. Louis. And now 3rd and 20. 3rd and 19 the last drive. 84-yard touchdown. 3rd and 20 now from the 17. See if they have an 83-yard touchdown. Wouldn't put it past them. Jones, all sorts of time. And he's just going to have to check it down. That's complete to the tight end. But he gets stuffed. Great tackle made by White. Curry Lee can't get there. St. Louis stepping up. And now DC in an interesting position. 4th and 15. They're going to have to punt it away. Just this game has been so exciting. Back and forth. Back and forth. But St. Louis starting to get some more momentum here in the 4th. Hunter Nice Wonder to punt it away. Great punt. DeMornay Pearsonell takes it. Taken down at the 34. So St. Louis now, under 6.5 minutes to play. You got a 4-point lead. With the way this offense has been rolling, I mean, run the football. Try to get down. I mean, ideally score a touchdown. But at least score a field goal and make it a 30-23 ball game. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10 from the 34. Fitzgerald, off play action. He's going to throw. Deep across the middle. That's complete. Inside DC territory to Mornay Pearsonell. Down to the 46, and St. Louis is turning it on here at the end of this game. DC needs an answer very quickly because we knew that St. Louis's offense was going to get cooking, and in this back end of the second half, the late 3rd quarter and now this 4th quarter, they have been just outstanding. Fitzgerald to throw. Pressure. He's going to go down. Taken down by Jay Bromley. Back at the 49. That's exactly what the defender's defense needed desperately. Big time sack for Bromley. And here Fitzgerald, I mean, can't afford to take those. Trying to put a game away and take a big sack. 2nd and 16 coming up for the Battlehawks. See how they respond after the sack. Fitzgerald with a whole lot of room to run. Takes it all the way down to the 40. Christine Michael down with an injury. And that's not good for St. Louis either. He might be out next game. Limping on that. That does not look good. Looks like he's holding his ankle. He's a big part of this offense. They do not want him to be down. 3rd and 4. Fitzgerald to throw. Heavy blitz to the outside. Overthrows his man. One of the few bad throws he's had today. Fitzgerald has to do a better job there. I mean, he rushes the throw. He's under pressure. And I would assume to see the punt team out here for St. Louis was disappointing. I mean, they got all the way down to the 40, and Marquette King's gonna have to punt it away. DC's gonna get another stab at this game. King boots it, and it is too far. It's only gonna be a 20-yard punt. That is King's 3rd punt of the day that has just not been a good punt. Cardell Jones, 13 for 21. I mean, he's got a ton of yards and 3 touchdowns. Those 2 picks have proven to really hurt. Gotta find a way to score quick. Back to throw. Jones. All sorts of time. He's gonna take off with it. Barrels forward for a gain of 8. Jones using his legs well today. Maybe not Nick Fitzgerald, but he's getting the job done. 2nd and 2. On the ground they go. Pumphrey with a big hole. Makes a move. Dino Pumphrey up to the 40. And Pumphrey having himself a pretty solid day after the slow start. I mean, 32 yards isn't a lot on the ground, but on 7 carries, it's pretty impressive. Look at that move. Blitzing on Will Hill. And Hill is one of the best defenders in the league. He made him look like a 3rd grader on that play. 1st and 10. Under 4.5 minutes. Can't ask for a more exciting game than this, and too bad game doesn't even really matter. Deep to the sidelines. That is caught. Rashad Ross down to St. Louis's 45. And DC's offense back in business. Great throw from Jones. Just fits it in there. And DC back into St. Louis territory. First and 10 from the 45. Jones to throw. Lots of time. Gonna go to the sidelines again. Complete. Rashad Ross again. To the 26. Wow. Cardell Jones is having an amazing day. Even though he's thrown 2 picks. I mean, he is just throwing all over this defense. Rashad Ross open again. First and 10 now from the 26. Jones to throw. All sorts of time across the middle. That is caught. Nice grab across the middle. That's Ross again. Actually, it's Malachi Dupre. 2nd and 1. On the ground they go. Pumphrey. Got enough for the first. 1st and 10. Down to about 3 minutes in this game, and DC's going to have to find a way to get it in the end zone here. They cannot settle for... Obviously, they cannot settle for 3. They're going to try a screen. Hasn't worked well today, but this time Dupre! Down to 6. Malachi Dupre has really not been involved at all this season, but a couple big catches there. 1st and goal at 6. Under 2.5 to play. On the ground they go, nowhere. Pumphrey goes backwards 3 yards. 2nd and goal coming up from the 9. Dexter McCoyle in there. That is exactly what St. Louis needed to try to just shut down this DC offense that is moving the football very well right now. McCoyle reads that one very well. 2-minute warning in St. Louis. The hometown Battlehawks 27-23 lead. You could not ask for a better game. Second and goal from the 9. Jones to throw. Across the middle, knocked away, looking for Rodgers. Incomplete. That's Dexter McCoyle in there to knock it away again. Third and goal. My goodness. What a game. Jones to throw. Lots of time. He has to get rid of the football. He will. That's complete, but not anywhere close to the end zone. Donnell Pumphrey gets down to the 6. Great tackle by Robert Nelson. Fourth and goal. This is what the game is going to come down to from the 6. Jones to throw. To the end zone. Back of the end zone. Out of the end zone. Kari Lee can't get his feet down. He was wide open. And just, that is awful for DC. So St. Louis can practically put this game away here with a first down. Wow. Booth review on this one. We'll see. I mean, we really didn't get a good look at that at all. But a good idea to review it for sure. See if we can get a better look. Oh yeah, he's out. Not even close. Good call by the officials. First and 10 from a minute 34. St. Louis can hang on to go 9-1 on the season if they can come away with the win. Matt Jones met right away. DC uses a timeout. The positive thing for the defenders here is that even if they lose this game, they show that they could beat St. Louis. Fitzgerald takes it, and he goes nowhere. Another timeout from DC. St. Louis has got to pick up a first here, or DC's going to have a good chance, but... not really a good chance, but at least a stab at the football again. But anyways, St. Louis showing some vulnerability today. And, oh man, there's a flag. And that penalty should obviously be declined. It is, so minute 23, the penalty will stop the clock. Marquette King will boot it away, and DC's going to have one more chance at this. What a punt. Rashad Ross takes it. Makes a move. Takes it up to the 37. Good return, so... minute 14 to play. DC, one last chance at it. Down 27-23. See if Cardell Jones can get them to the end zone. I mean, last drive. Gets it all the way down to the 6-yard line and throws it out of bounds. Time is stacked against you right now. No timeouts. Can DC get it done? Jones to throw. All sorts of time to the sidelines. Wide open. That's complete. And Ross gets out of bounds. Jones is 363 yards on the day. My goodness. First and 10 coming up from the 42. And DC is still somehow not out of it. I mean, St. Louis's defense is the best in the league, and they have just been very lackluster against DC today. Jones to throw. Lots of time. He's going to go to the sidelines. Way out of bounds. Second and 10 coming up. See what the play call is from Pep Hamilton. Jones to throw again. Deep across the middle. Got a man that's complete. DeAndre Tompkins inside the 10 to the 9. Absolutely unreal. DC is somehow back in scoring range. This St. Louis defense has just been unable to hold up. Wow. All the way down to the 33-yard reception. Jones closing in on 400 yards. He'll get it if he can throw a touchdown. First and goal. Pressured. He's going to go down. Fumble. Picked up by St. Louis. Unbelievable. Dwayne Hendricks on the recovery. And Jones fumbles the game away at the last seconds. Unbelievable. That's Lambert. This play should go under review. That looked like Jones may have been down. Try to get a better look here. That is close, but I say this goes to a booth review. This has got to go to a booth review. If it doesn't, that's a shame because it really should be looked over again. It's gonna be.
The previous play is under review.
That is hard to tell. It looks like we're getting a good look here. His knee. That is so close. It's just a bang bang sort of play. Looked like his knee was down. DC gets the ball. He was down. It counts as a sack. 2nd and goal. Time running. Jones to throw. Incomplete. Looking for Tompkins. 3rd and goal from the 15. 36 seconds. This St. Louis crowd is going crazy as if it would be a playoff game. Jones with all sorts of time to the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown. Corey gets a redemption. DC takes the lead in the final seconds. 32 left to go. Wow. Lee is just left wide open across the middle again. It was similar to the same play where they just got out of bounds this time. What a catch by Lee. That could have been overthrown from Jones. Lee goes up and gets it. Wow. And St. Louis now with 32 seconds. I mean, DC has somehow fought back into this game. The kick is up from Raza and it's good. Jones over 400 yards on the day and 4 touchdowns. That's a championship material team right there. If DC can play like this next week. Raza sends it away. Mumphrey back to return. Makes a move, takes it to the 24. 28 seconds for St. Louis to try to get into field goal range. They do have 2 timeouts. So we'll see what Nick Fitzgerald can come up with. 28 seconds, a couple big completions. You have a shot. What a shame, though, that with the terrible time management there at the end of the second half, weren't able to get that field goal. If they did, would have been a tie game right now. Fitzgerald to throw. And he's going to take off with that. He's got some room, but St. Louis is going to have to blow a timeout, and they did not gain much at all. 2nd and 1 from the 33. Fitzgerald to throw again. All sorts of time. What is he doing? Fitzgerald is trying to do it all himself, and he'll get out of bounds. Wow. 146 yards on the day. I mean, that was impressive. He breaks a tackle, gets out of bounds. They still have a timeout in 15 seconds from the 43. If they can just chuck it deep, 30 yards or so, I mean, even 20. Ideally something like 30. Call a timeout. They can try to tie it up with Russolino. First and 10. Fitzgerald. Deep across the middle. It's complete! That's Marcus Lucas to the 35. And now Russolino is going to have a chance at a 52-yard field goal. He's been one of the best kickers in the league. Can he do it here and keep this game alive for St. Louis? The kick is up. And it's good! Unreal. With 4 seconds left, St. Louis ties it up. This game just won't end. Absolutely incredible. Russolino will kick it away. There's only 4 seconds left. This game is going to go to overtime. And this is the second overtime game of the season. St. Louis has been involved in both of them here at the Dome. First and 10. I guess DC is going to try to run a play here. Screen it to Rogers. Nowhere for him to go. Hillary eats it up. My, oh my. We are going to overtime. 30-30. The Battlehawks put up 17 points. Defenders, 13 points in that fourth quarter. Wow. Battlehawks won the toss. They're going to be able to get the ball first. What a drive. Nick Fitzgerald put the team on his back. Ty Raza will kick it away. Mumphrey back to receive. And he'll take it up to the 22. St. Louis now, they have everything on their side. They have possession of the football. They've got to march down. Just put this game away. I mean, DC has played the best game of the season, honestly, from an offensive standpoint. And just what a battle between these two teams. Crazy that this is happening in Week 10 and not the playoffs. 1st and 10. On the ground they go. Matt Jones barrels forward to the 28. Jones closing in on 100 yards on the day. 2nd and 4. Hopefully Christine Michael is okay. He was holding that ankle. Can't really tell if he's out there right now. Jones gets it again. Taken down. Great tackle by Jonathan Celestine. 3rd and 5. St. Louis now, I mean, they're backed up. 3rd and 5. They're going to try to... They got to pick up this first down here. This is probably the most exciting game that we'll ever have that doesn't matter. 3rd and 5. Fitzgerald to throw. All sorts of time. He's going to take off. He's got room, and he's got a first down. Up to the 36. 155 yards in the day. Nick Fitzgerald is becoming a legend here in St. Louis. With the way he's been able to play, with the plays that he's been able to make. Lamar Jackson of the XFL right now, and him and Tamu just run the ball so well. It's crazy. I mean, 155 yards. These defenders are not getting home to the QB. He has way too much time. And granted, I'm sure a quarterback really wouldn't run for this much. It's a Madden simulation. We got to deal with it. 1st and 10. Fitzgerald to throw. Heavy blitz. Gets it off. That's caught. Keith Ford out of the backfield. Nowhere for him to go. Maybe a gain of 2. Good tackle by Anthony Johnson. 2nd and 8. On the ground they go. Matt Jones. Gain of about 2. So another big 3rd down. This time 3rd and 7 from the 40. Fitzgerald to throw. Taken off again. He's going to slide right before the first down. What is he doing? 4th and 2 from their own 45. And is St. Louis going to go? They're not. Marquette King's going to punt it. Are you kidding me? King boots it away. And DC's going to get it. It goes too far. DC's going to get it from the 20. So the defenders now with a chance to win this game. What a wild turn of events. Here in overtime. The defenders with a chance. Cardell Jones, 22 for 34, 413 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's thrown the 2 picks. But he's having himself the best day of the year against the best defense in the league. Pretty wild. 1st and 10 from the 20. On 1st down, they go to the ground. Pumphrey gets rocked by Will Hill. Gain of maybe 2 or 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 now from the 23. Jones goes back to Pumphrey. Gets met right away. What a tackle. Blown up. That's Lambert on the stop. 3rd and 9 coming up from the 21. One of these teams has just got to find a way to score. 3rd and 9. Jones to throw. Deep. That is knocked away. Should have been intercepted. Would have been the 3rd pick of the day. Terrence Garvin had it in his hands. Jones cannot make the throw. Had the man. And DC's going to have to punt. But, man, Garvin could have had a pick there that would have sealed the deal for St. Louis. The Battlehawks are still going to have to march. This is just a game that does not want to end. Hunter Niswander on to punt it away. He will punt it away. DeMornay Pearson now brings it up to about the 37. Call it the 38. St. Louis with great field position to start this drive. Jones, he's been a little bit slower on the ground since his fiery start, but still, he's having himself a great day. 1st and 10 now from the 38. Can the Battlehawks just put this thing away? First and 10 from the 38. And they give it on the ground. That's a nice gain for Keith Ford to the 44. Considering Michael still hasn't gotten a carry, I'm assuming he's still injured. 2nd and 4. And there goes Matt Jones, makes a move. Brings it inside the 50. Jones 1 yard away from 100. What a day for Jones. 1st and 10 now from the 48. Jones just wide open lane, makes a move. Big play. First and 10 now from DC's 48. Can the Battlehawks get in the field goal range? On the ground, taken down right away. Jones loses a couple. 2nd and 12. With the way Fitzgerald has thrown the football, I'm surprised they're not throwing it right now. I mean, you gotta put you down the field and score. Great tackle, Anthony Johnson has been balling out today. Second and 12. And they go back to the ground game with Keith Ford, who's got a big hole. Inside the 40 to the 39 is going to set up a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. Can the Battlehawks pick up a 1st down and finally close out this game? 3rd and 2 from the 39. They go to the ground game, and that is awfully close, but I don't think Jones got there. 4th and inches. What is the call going to be for St. Louis? What a tackle by Jay Bromley. Gets in there and stops Jones right before he gets to the sticks. And the Battlehawks, again, just outside of field goal range. This time at the 38. They're going to send out Russolino. DC calls a timeout. 30-30 here in overtime. Can Russolino knock through the game-winning 55-yarder? He knocked through a 53-yarder to get them to overtime. Can he get them the win? The kick is on its way, and it's good. Russolino wins St. Louis the 2nd overtime game of the season, 33-30. St. Louis wins out their last 8 games of the season. What a kick from Russolino, 55 yards. He hit from 53, he hit from 50, and now from 55 on the day. Just another reason why Taylor Russolino is one of the best kickers in this league. And that's going to do it for us here in St. Louis. The Battlehawks 33-30 final. And DC, they played their hearts out. They played a great game. I mean, considering in week 5 they lost 30-0, to lose 33-30 here, not the worst thing. You're playing them next week in the playoffs. Learn from your mistakes, and hopefully, I mean, 3rd time's a charm. That's got to be their mindset. They lost 2. Now they got to go out there and win the most important one in the playoffs. What a game. 33-30. Tons of offense in this one. The Battlehawks come away with the W. Last game of week 10 for both these teams. and they'll see each other in the first round of the playoffs. That'll do it for us here at the XFL Simulated. Thanks for tuning in to this ball game. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to go give us a follow on Twitter, subscribe to this channel, and check out the XFL Sheets document down in the description below, where you can find season stats, individual player stats, game stats, the season, the standings, power rankings, all that good stuff. Go check that out. Thanks for tuning in. I'm James Larson with the XFL Simulated. I'll see you next time.